Olurun was the owner of the sky and the highest being. He lived in the sky with other spirits. In the beginning, the earth was all watery, just a marshy place, a waste. Sometimes, Olurun and the other gods would come down and play in the marsh waste. There were long spider webs hanging from the sky, that draped across sweeping spaces like graceful silk bridges. Yet there was no solid land anywhere, no ground on which to stand. There could be no human beings under the sky until there is a hard place where they can plant their feet. Olurun, owner of the sky and the highest being, called the chief of the divine ones. This chief was the great god. Olurun told the great god, "I want you to make a firm ground down below, right away. Here." Olurun went on, "Take this." He gave great god a shell. There was a small amount of earth in the shell, and there was also a pigeon and a hen with 5 toes inside. Great God did as he was told. He went down to the marshland, sliding down the spider's gills. Then he threw the earth out of the shell and spread it about him. He put the pigeon and the hen down on the big chunk of earth from the shell. The pigeon and the hen began scratching the earth with their feet. It didn't take long for them to scratch the soil over the whole marsh waste. That was how the firm, hard ground came to be. Great God went back to the sky. There he found Olurun waiting. "It is done. I've formed the ground, and it is solid and true," Great God said. Olurun sent down Chameleon to take a look at the works of Great God. Now, Chameleon took his time about most things. He walked slowly and he went down the spider line from the sky carefully. He rolled his big eyes around, looking at everything. And slowly, he changed his color from sky blue to earth brown as he walked on the land Great God had made. "Well, the earth is plenty wide," Chameleon told Olurun when he had returned. "But it's not quite dry enough." "Go again," Olurun commanded, and Chameleon went down from the sky a second time. He came back to report to the owner of the sky once more. "It is well," Chameleon said. "The earth is wide, and it is dry this time." "Good," Olurun said. He named the place Ife, and it meant wide. Ile was brought to stand on Ife, and it meant house. All other houses came from the first one that stood at Ife. And to this day, the city of Ife is the most sacred to Olurun's people. It took 4 days to make the earth. On the 5th day, Great God was to be worshipped as the Maker. Then, Olurun sent Great God back to Ife to plant trees and to feed humans. When they came, and to give them goods, he planted them palm trees. The humans would drink their juice. More trees were planted there, and the rain was made to fall and water them. The first people came from heaven. Olurun sent them down to earth to live there. Great God made some of the people's parts out of the soil. He molded their bodies and heads. The task of bringing these still figures to life was left to Olurun, owner of the sky, the creator. Great God was jealous of Olurun's work. He wanted to give life to earth figures he had made. "I will watch Olurun so I can see how he does it," that great God. So he stayed with the figures and hid amongst them, so that he might see the work of Olurun firsthand. But Olurun knew everything. He knew if somebody was watching. He saw great God from where he hid himself, and he put great God into a very deep sleep. Great God slept and slept. When he woke up again, all the people had come to life. He never saw it happen. So it is that great God still only makes the bodies and heads of humans, both men and women. He leaves his marks on them though. And sometimes, the marks show how unhappy great God is.